All of us enjoy watching reality shows at some point in our lives, right? And how about dating? All of us have won and failed a few bits in that phase too, right? But there is a reality show that's centered on dating, but looks do not matter on that platform. And this reality show is known by the name Sexy Beast. It has a completely unique concept and it's fun to watch. In today's video, we're going to talk about Sexy Beast in detail. Stay with us till the end of the video to learn about the show's unique concept and how much work goes into it. So let's get started. In Sexy Beast, each show's about a different person, the picker, who goes on dates with 3 possible matches, all of whom are hidden behind amazing prosthetic makeup. We are talking about full-on changes into animals, mythical creatures, and other strange beings. You can't even tell what the people look like because the outfits are so good. The picker and their dates meet in a variety of fun and romantic places, such as parks for picnics, cozy coffee shops, or even challenging places like rock climbing or painting. Since their real faces are covered, the story's all about their personalities, the conversations they have, and the connections they make. The person being picked now has to pick one person to go on a second, more romantic date with. They get rid of one person at a time after spending time with all 3. After the first dates, the picker chooses who they felt the least connected with, and that's the first elimination. The contestant who wasn't picked then shows his or her real face, and we all get to see if the person was chosen correctly. After that, the picker goes on more dates with the last 2 contestants. After getting to know each other better, the picker has to make the big choice. Who do they want to go on a long-term date with? Now things get exciting because both the person they chose and the person they don't show their real faces. They also show their face so we can see if the link still works when the masks are taken off. The interesting thing about Sexy Beast is that the idea we can like someone for who they are without liking how they look. The structure of the show is different from most dating shows, and it shows us what's important in a relationship. In this series, we meet a lot of different people, each with their personality. Some are shy, some are very sure of themselves, some are funny, and some are a bit more serious. Seeing how they act in their crazy outfits makes it more fun. There is no telling what animal will appear next. It could be a dummy, a dolphin, the devil, or anything else. The show's hosts keep things fun and light by making jokes about the times and costumes all the time. They add funny and wise commentary to help us see the real links that are happening behind all the fur and makeup. The amazing makeup and effects teamwork in Sexy Beast is one of the things that makes the show stand out. It's easy to forget that the people underneath are real because the changes are so lifelike and full of small details. It looks amazing because each show is like a short trip into a fantasy world. The show also talks about some interesting ideas like what makes a relationship work and what makes someone beautiful. People who see it are asked to think about how much importance they put on how they look and are encouraged to look deeper. It's nice to see a dating show that puts connection and passion over looks. The big surprise at the end is always the best part. As we wait to see where the real people behind the masks, we're both excited and scared. Pickers are sometimes happily surprised and other times they feel a little sad or bad about what they did. It's all a part of the trip and it makes the show even less predictable. Sexy Beast is not just about finding love. It's also about getting to know ourselves and what we want in a mate. The costumes hide what's not important and force the people to depend on their personalities and ability to communicate. And this is an interesting social experiment that makes you think and is also fun to watch. Sexy Beast is fun to watch because it has heartfelt and sometimes surprising bits like these all through the show. It's a reminder that love can be found in strange places and that the real ties are more than how someone looks. Sexy Beast is more than just a normal dating show because it's interesting and has some cool ideas. The way the show looks and sounds and the clever choices make it so interesting. When it comes to dating, Sexy Beast really pushes the idea that looks don't matter. A lot of the time, people say that looks are only skin deep. This show tests that idea in a fun and interesting way. Great prosthetic makeup turns contestants into all sorts of fantastical creatures, so they can't count on how they look to make a good impression. To connect with others, they have to rely on who they are. These rules push the contestants to learn more about each other and see if they can like someone just for who they are on the inside. It's a new way to date that makes you think about what makes a relationship important. The next theme's being open to being hurt. When your looks don't matter, you have to be more honest and open, and this often leads to times that are real and from the heart. The contestants are asked to talk more about their personal lives, their hobbies, and what makes them special. It can be scary to be so open, but it's also what makes the show feel real. You need to get to know someone better than just the basics. They all feel like they're in the same boat, which makes them want to help each other. All of them are putting themselves out there, which makes for some touching exchanges. And let's not forget that Sexy Beast is also fun and exciting. It's a funny show that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's silly and fun, and it reminds us that dating can be fun, even if things don't go as planned. The contestants are all going on this crazy ride together, and the show loves how silly the idea is. It is fun to watch because it has a lot of funny and surprising parts. There's a lot of beautiful images in Sexy Beast. The makeup for the prosthetics is amazing. The makeup artists amaze us with how well they can turn the contestants into fantastical creatures. It can be anything from cute animals to mythical people. It's easy to forget that there's a person under all that makeup because it looks so good. The animals are bright, creative, and sometimes even a little strange. It's a feast for the eyes. It keeps you interested, and dating shows a new spin. The way the set is made is also great. These dates happen in fun and interesting places that fit with the silly tone of the show. Each scene, like a castle from the Middle Ages, an amusement park, or a cozy cafe, adds to the charm of the whole thing. The places they go are carefully picked to add to the show's dream feel and make the date feel unique. These sets are bright and full of small details that make the room feel magical and draw you in. A lot of what Sexy Beast is about is also the sound. The happy, silly music in the show goes well with its fun mood. It sets the scene and keeps things moving with its fun and fast-paced music. Also, the sound effects are nice, and the big reveals when the contestants see each other's real faces for the first time, they add to the funny parts. The responses are worth a lot, and the sound effects make these moments even more memorable. The dialogue's very important because the show is based on personality. A lot of the time, the talks are funny, awkward, and cute. A lot of the links are made by the contestants' voices and how they talk to each other. There are a lot of great interactions on the show, and the important things stand out. The dialogue's what moves the story forward and keeps you interested in the characters, whether it's a flirty exchange, a deep talk, or creepy silence. Because of what the director did, Sexy Beast has a certain mood. The show has a fun, almost dreamlike feel to it. The director makes sure that the characters' personalities and how they connect with each other are shown not just in their makeup. The pace is quick, which keeps things interesting and moving. In a reality date show, the director's ideas are like the magic sauce that holds everything together. Imagine that you're in charge of planning the most amazing dates ever, with each one being perfectly crafted to show the contestants' true selves. Whether it's a silly game that makes them laugh, a sport that they both love, or a heart-to-heart that lets them talk about how they feel. These things are all about showing who they really are. The dates aren't just meet and greets. They're more like mini adventures, where each contestant has a chance to shine in a different way, and you can see everything on the personality platter. For the next time you're totally hooked on your favorite dating show, remember that it's not just the contestants and dates that make it so interesting. You keep watching episode after episode because the director carefully plans each one, and the editors have a magic touch. They take a simple idea and make it into a show that you can't stop watching. They make sure that the show is always fun, emotionally charged, and full of shock. So let us know, which segment from the show Sexy Beast do you enjoy watching the most? Share with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next one.